In the heart of a small town, on a day just like any other, a young man barely tipping the scales at 120 pounds, steps out of the comfort of his home. A home that had always been his sanctuary, now left behind against the stern warnings of his mother. The world outside, vast and unknown, awaits him. He walks, his path guided by an invisible hand of fate, leading him towards an old, towering oak tree. It stands there, a silent witness to countless stories, its gnarled branches reaching out as though to welcome the boy into its fold. But as he nears the tree, tension fills the air like an unseen fog. The oak tree, usually a symbol of peace and strength, now serves as an arena. The young man's heart pounds in his chest as he finds himself opposite a man, a giant of sorts, weighing in at a good 250 pounds. The disparity between them is glaring, the tension palpable. The crowd watches, their eyes wide with anticipation, fear, and a hint of morbid curiosity. An eerie silence descends, broken only by the rustling of leaves and the young man's shallow breaths. The fight begins. It's a dance of survival, a struggle between David and Goliath, with the young man fighting tooth and nail to hold his own against the overwhelming might of the man. Just as the scales seem to tip in the man's favor, a voice cuts through the tense silence. It's not loud, but powerful. It comes from the depths of the surrounding trees, an unseen savior. The man's face pales, his eyes darting around. He takes a step back, then another, before turning and disappearing into the woods. The crowd, once silent, now erupts into a cacophony of cheers and relief-soaked laughter. The boy, once the underdog, now stands victorious under the old oak tree. It's a tale of courage, of facing fears, and of the power of the unseen to shift the course of events. And so, the day that began just like any other, ends with a story. A story of a young man who left home and under a towering oak tree proved that sometimes size isn't everything. It's a story that will be whispered among the trees, imprinted in the annals of the town's history, and remembered every time someone looks up at the old oak tree.